Now I'm going to show you how to book a reservation with a facilitated activity. So we're going to go to the Reservations tab, and I'm going to reserve a site for day use at Camp Dean at McCleary Chef Lodge. Again, you want to make sure that you're signed in and who you are reserving for is populated in this box. I can only have 16 attendees, so we're just going to do 12. And I'm going to do it for next fall. So I'm going to move the calendar to next fall. And just a brief side note, you'll see that our calendar for June and July and part of August is blacked out. You can't reserve anything here when it has the little circle with the red slash going through it because that is our summer camp season. So we cannot do any bookings during summer camp season. So I'm going to look for September, and it's going to show me that September 9th is available. I want to make sure that it's available. And the default time for day use is from 9 a.m. and checkout is always at 3 p.m. And click apply. So it's going to search for availability. It's telling me it's available on this date, so I can go ahead and proceed. I'm going to enter my troop number. And my event type, again, is always going to be general reservation, Camp Dean, Camp McCormick, or Marianne Baby Center, depending on where you're booking. I'm going to fill out my custom questions because I can't do anything until that is filled out because these are required. And then you're going to enter the emergency contact information back at home. This is a person, again, not traveling with you during that time that you are at camp. You're going to agree to the waivers for the confirmation packet and the facility agreement. We've already downloaded them like I've shown in the previous reservation, and I'm going to go ahead and sign it and click reserve. You might have to click it twice. So now I'm going to go ahead and check out. Before you enter your credit card information, you can go back to reservations and you can click on the facilitated activity you want. So my group wants to do archery, and we're going to select the date that we are there during the day, next fall. And we're going to select the time range or the time length. You can reserve it either way. 9 to 4 means that you're blocking out the whole range, the whole week, the whole day, but we don't need to do that because we have 12 girls. So I'm just going to do 2 hours. That is the minimum time needed for the archery range is 2 hours. Most activities are that way. I can also change it by the time length. It automatically defaults to 8 a.m., but if you select 8 a.m. and you do 2 hours, it will default to 9. And see up here, even though I selected 8 a.m., it's defaulting to 9 a.m. And then you're going to click proceed. So I'm going to enter my troop number again. My event type, this one will be archery. And then the custom question is hire a trained facilitator. If you are a trained facilitator, you can say yes. Or if you are a trained facilitator, you say no, and then you enter in who your archery trained adult is. And it will just charge you the activity fee. If you say yes to hire a trained facilitator, you'll see that it is charging you the activity fee plus the facilitator fee. So I'm going to go ahead and reserve because I want to hire a trained facilitator. And now in my shopping cart, I have my reservation for the McCleary Chef Lodge, and I also have my facilitated activity, and then I can go to checkout. And in my cart, you'll see that I have two things in there. If you want to go back to your cart, you can click on back to cart. And it'll again show you again if you want to make sure that you're being charged correctly. Or say, oh, you just heard from one girl and you need to make that 11 girls. And you can change that at that time and then click reserve. And now you have your information in your cart right there. And then you can click checkout. Again, entering all of your payment information right there. You can store your troop card for future use if you want. It helps because then all you have to put in is the 3-digit code on the back of the card. And then you want to make sure the billing address is correct. And then you'll click pay. Since this is a live site, I will not be doing that for this transaction.